Hello friends, welcome back. This is episode number 4. We were just talking to Agarth here, and it looks like he has something more to say. Oh, okay, F.
Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say, can you?
I guess we've already asked him everything. Okay.
What could this all mean?
Not sure why he has the question mark over his head. But let's gather some loot. Essence of Fate. Oh, is that because we used the Fate skill? Probably. Alright, let's gather a few things, and then we'll head towards the next Fate Weaver. Which I think is this way. Yeah, I wonder what the question mark means on the screen there. Hopefully nothing important. And we'll gather some herbs as we go. Ember Eyes. Cool names for a lot of these plants. New quest. Let's see. Okay, if you'd enter, it makes it your main quest automatically. But let's take a look and see what that is. Alright, so main quest we have a few different branches, it looks like. I've heard of an expedition of mercenaries that discovered a route to the teeth of Naros, an unexplored land to the south of Dalentarth. I should make contact with the expedition and see if I can accompany them on their journey. Sounds fun. Alright, the Legend of Dead Kell. Report to Rathier. The Alfar Merchant Navy have a position for a willing and courageous individual. I should seek out their official contact, Commodore Garrick, in the Seafoam Tavern in Rathier. Interesting that these are all main quests. I guess they're all branches of the main quests, but I think we're currently on this one, because we're not level 10 yet. Yeah, speak with a fake weaver in Gorhart. We are looking for Arden. So we'll make that our main thing. There's also special delivery. I have received a package of special items in Gorhart. I wonder if that's like a DLC or bonus content kind of thing. But we'll check that out as we get there. And what is this thing? A shrine? Oh, a stone.
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olane's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Nice little poem melody there. Also, I'm continuing to tweak the settings to try to get the audio quite right, which seems to be a bit of a challenge in this game, but it's hard because I can turn the game's volume, the game's recording volume down, because the dialogue volume has been maxed forever, so it's a matter of just like turning the overall volume down, or start turning the overall game volume up in the recording software, and then, what is this? Oh, a little pheasant of some sort. I don't want to attack that guy, but hopefully he won't attack me. Maybe I can use sneaky mode. So yeah, basically it's been a matter of turning the game up in the software and then turning down the other effects accordingly. Who is this little guy? Tell me a joke. Did he say no? Oh, alright then. That's cute, little mysterious dude. I guess we'll find out more about him later on, probably. Our health is not regenerating super fast. Hopefully it'll start getting up there soon. I'm pretty sure I saw it regen before and just imagine that. And this must be the village. Now, is this the one that Arden is? Yeah, Gorhart. That's the one that.
Back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Is he trying to heal that guy?
Nothing to see back here. Just a man working for his pay. We in Gorhart like to stay focused on our business. That way the Fae stay focused on theirs.
Is that how that works?
The peace between mortals and the Fae is a passing one. They will always see us as occupiers of this land. We borrow what can never be given. Those fools in that mission on the hill are wasting their days. Creatures of such power do not worship gods. They are gods.
Tell me about Gorhart Village.
Suits my needs just fine. It's remote, away from the shadows of the Crystal War. It's also quiet. Well, most of the time.
What's the Crystal War?
If there was ever a reason to believe that Fae and mortals cannot live together, it is this strange and brutal war. The Alpha fight without any true knowledge of the enemy they face. I've seen this kind of conflict before and it never ends well.
Alfar?
Gorhart is an Almain settlement, so you won't find too many Alfar here. They tend to stay close to Rathea, their city on the coast. I don't mind them.
I think Alfar is what I am. Tell me about Saint Odwig's mission.
Their goal is to convince the Fae of their folly, but one cannot reason with the sunrise, ask the wind to cease its chill. You should speak with them if you haven't already. They are a sorry lot, and their numbers dwindle. Men forsake their faith and disappear into the woods, or worse.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not talk about it. My past is a murky place. It's better not to enter, lest you wish to get lost there.
Alright, goodbye, Agnar.
Hey,
Interesting character. And who is this fellow?
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this.
Alright, so the Fae, I think, are the species that the enemy is part of. What happened here?
It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
Who attacked the girl?
It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days, but it's not their way to go after the Fae in the area. They like their targets mortal. In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. It's unlikely, though.
So the Tuatha are Fae? I'm still trying to get all the species straight here. But I'd like to help.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started.
Tell me about the Crystal War.
Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams.
How about the Fae?
I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. They don't know what it means to be a man who sweats to feed his family. Gorhart has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting. Not with the war. Not with everything changing.
Tell me about the village.
We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days.
Oh yeah, so it seems like the Fae is the whole species, and then the Winter Court, or at least part of the Winter Court, are the Tuatha, who are the ones we're fighting in the war.
Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth.
Tell me about yourself, Herc.
I'm the Warden of Gorhart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace.
Tell me about the Red Legion.
I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home, but these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark.
I expect we'll be encountering them soon enough. And the Tuatha?
I don't know what the Tuatha will be doing this far from the front lines. It must be something vital to their interests. They're a wicked breed, though, and I pity the man who meets up with them in these darkened forests.
It's interesting that like we have all these topics and like every person we meet seems to have recorded dialogue lines for them. Like a part of me doesn't want to ask all these because we kind of are learning the same things, but you never know when you'll find something interesting. Where can I find Aerie?
She spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are.
Well, then that's where I'll head.
Now.
All right, let's hit enter and we'll do this little side quest for now. But first, this is our first village. Can we just like destroy things? All right, doesn't seem like anybody's gonna run us out of town.
Greetings. Tell Gisela if you see her husband.
Hello. Nettie Grildus knows blades better than anyone around.
Wonder if she runs this shop. Yep, this is the alchemist, it looks like.
The Red Legion is about.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets?
No.
I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done?
What symptoms?
Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon.
Hey.
You must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well.
I imagine somebody either tortured it out of him or bribed him for it. What is the formula?
It was an early version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves lesions, goiters, and a good deal of pus.
Fun stuff. Who is your apprentice?
His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the ember eyes. I was impressed how well he knew his way around a plant. I've never seen one so eager to learn.
So it doesn't seem like she's known him for a long time, which makes me think it was part of his plot all along.
I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Agnurfar Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe.
Wonder if there'll be a interesting choice at the end of this quest. All right, lots of different things here. Let's ask about just a few. Let's ask about Agner.
The villagers believe it's haunted, but I have a feeling that's a ruse devised by the Red Legion. They mean to terrorize these people into submission, and it's working.
What are your thoughts on the Crystal War?
I have seen many conflicts unfold, but never have I seen one in which the fates of so many are at stake. The Tuatha will not settle for simple victory. They want total domination and will do whatever it takes to achieve it.
I wonder why it's called the Crystal War. Tell me about yourself.
If you must know, my name is Nani Henry, formerly the chief alchemist of Alistar. But you wouldn't know what that is, would you?
Afraid not.
When the scholars in the tower ordered me to leave the grounds, I took refuge here. The Almain are a private people, keen to keep to themselves, like me.
All right, let's ask about Karth, her apprentice.
I fear for his life. Karth was gifted in a way that I've witnessed in only a select few. If the Red Legion has him, there's no telling of how he'll be treated.
And let's check the shop. Alright, so we don't have nearly enough money to buy most of these things. There are a few potions we could buy. Some reagents, it looks like. Interesting that it's like 10 potions for 188 or 4 for 188. Is that a piece or is that in total? Also, our inventory is getting a little bit full. I'll have to look at that soon. And some ingredients, but I'll probably save up my money for now. And then once I really figure out the crafting mechanics, maybe we'll come back.
Goodbye.
Alright, so I'm glad we have that quest. We'll hang on to it and do it maybe later this episode, maybe next episode, we'll see. So if I do this, press H when the skull icon appears to enter aggressive mode. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Okay. I apologize for making a hole in your wall. That's kind of cool if they have that effect, though. I was worried it would be like a Fable or something where they get mad at you, but it doesn't seem like it.
Time is of the essence. That's never been more true.
Alright. Let me just ask this again. Where is Karth?
He always spoke of his time as a wastrel living in the abandoned halls of Ognor Farhall.
Okay, so we already knew that.
Farewell.
And actually, this is a pretty big area, it looks like. Oh, wow, okay. Let's go upstairs first. Wonder if like a few of these houses are connected, or is it just a really big house? Alright, just a bedroom up here, it looks like. Oh, well, I feel bad like looting somebody's bedroom. Even if like you're allowed to game mechanics-wise, maybe RP-wise, I will avoid that. Okay, so down here seems to be the laboratory. This alchemy workbench allows you to create potions using the alchemy skill. I guess we can use it for free. So you can either mix potions that you have recipes for, or you can experiment to discover your own recipes. That's cool. I like that. Probably don't have too many ingredients yet to experiment with, and I don't seem to have any recipes. Guess we have to buy those too. Yeah. Okay. Do we have like 10 of these things. And I guess we can only use 2 ingredients until we get to like 3 skill level or 3 skill levels. So let's just try, even though we don't have a recipe. We have the most of these things, so press 2 to combine them. Okay, let's do it. Or let's hit start experiment. Oh, minor healing potion, okay. Got the achievement, made a stable potion by experimenting. Well, not exploding is good, that's cool, something we can actually use. Does that mean we get the, by discovering it, do we have the recipe now? It looks like we do. Alright, so now we know that 2 of those and 1 of these makes a potion. Just in case the ingredients are useful for something else, though, we'll hold off for now. Oh, okay, yeah, so if I loot this bookshelf with the red hand, that probably means I'm going to be attacked, or if the guard's nearby. So, okay, so I can steal, but when there's a guard nearby, I assume there could be repercussions. I'm going to play mainly as a good character. He's not going to steal things. So,
Please leave.
I'm just curious if I went up here and if I wanted to steal from this. I assume I could. No? Okay. So the red hand doesn't mean that there's a guard. It just means it's somebody else's property. So we are not a thief. We will let her keep her stuff. But it's cool that you have that option. And then a little reading room. Oh, maybe this has some recipes, actually. But again, just areas to loot, it seems. Alright, so I guess it's just a very big house with a large basement. Basement is actually bigger than the house. Let's talk to the guard real quick, see if he has anything to say.
Arnik Arduna isn't like other Nosal.
A friendly Josafar. Hey, like me. And that makes sense. Alfar is, I guess, the root word, so the 2 Alfar species are like the, not quite elves. I guess the Fae are sort of like elves. We're kind of like elves, but whatever you want to call our species. Alright, let's explore town a little bit. What is this? Oh, this is the chest of special deliveries. So we have all kinds of good things here. Wow. Okay, I imagine this is all from like DLC and stuff, so I'm not sure I actually want to use any of this, maybe later in the game. I'm not sure for like level skills or anything, but I kind of want to play the game the way it was intended originally, and not just get a bunch of like super powered stuff that we're not going to replace for like forever. So let's actually leave that in here for now. I did grab one thing. A new twist of fate. You follow your path with uncommon coolness and ease. Alright. 2 experience gain. Wonder what item I got and if I can actually put it like back into a chest. Not that. Okay, scepter. Maybe it's the scepter, although... Let's try a scepter just as a different item. Okay, I think I like the look of the staffs better. But... And then, actually as our secondary weapon, let's try the iron longsword. It has a weapon socket too, which I guess maybe is where the gems go. Alright, probably should sell some of our gear too while we're in the village. Let's check out some other stores first. This is the inn. Hopefully there's room at the inn.
It's reassuring to have the Warsworn so close. Shieldren Keep is just down the road to the east.
I guess the Warsworn are like an order of warriors that protect people?
If I have to listen to that Sister Zelda for one more minute, I don't feel comfortable with a Fae in Gorhart. Injured, uninjured, doesn't matter. It's a bad omen.
Very superstitious.
Take a look and let me know if you'd like to purchase anything. It grows on you. Give yourself a little time. It won't be long until you feel right at home.
Does seem like a nice little village, but don't want to stay too long. Alright, so we have... like unique sorcery armor surprise, unique weapon surprise. I guess it's like a box that gives you a unique weapon. That's kind of cool. You can like gamble on this stuff. But it is very expensive, and I think I'll save my money. Not that I can afford it right now anyway. Maybe once we sell a few things.
If I have to listen to that Sister Zelda for one more minute...
Who is this guy?
Times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks.
I see a banner
If you have
there.
the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the Warsworn.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe this is one of the factions. Tell me about the Warsworn.
Some may try to color it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur.
So I assume it's not one of those things where you can only join one faction. We'll probably want to complete quests for a few different ones, so let's go ahead and sign up.
You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight. To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are 2 brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word.
Sounds fair to me. Take out some bandits, and get some praise for it, and some money as well. Let's talk about hard times.
There's a war in the east, and Dalentarth's got our own troubles with the Red Legion thieves. Some say they've seen Tuatha in these parts. Fools, I'll believe that when I see it.
Seen it myself. What are your thoughts on the Tuatha?
They're unlike any Fae you've ever seen. Red eyes to match their armor, and fierce as rabid wolves.
And the rest of the Fae?
Fae are folk, but not mortal folk. They're not concerned with the things we mortals are.
Tell me more about the Krast brothers.
We've had our eyes on those 2 for some time. Red Legion scum. They're both dangerous, but it may help to know Oscar favors the bow, while Medgar favors the spear.
Could be a fun boss fight. I'm kind of itching to go back out in the world and get into some more combat and explore a bit more. Maybe we'll finish up in town this episode and then head out into the world again in the next one. All right. Lastly, let's talk about the Warsworn.
We're fighters for hire. There are none better with steel, swinging it, or shaping it, and none held in higher regard.
All right, goodbye for now. And
Come on
once
over.
again, we have a new quest. What can
Pull
we
up a
buy
stool,
from
stranger. We don't have
bartender?
much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fey girl they found outside?
Lots of different options. Let's talk about the Wounded
I
Maiden.
feel terrible about what happened to that girl. Gorhart used to be a nice little village. These days we're jumping at shadows.
Tell me about you.
Nothing of interest to tell. I'm just a simple farm girl from the plains of Erethel. I left home as a girl and travelled west. Found myself here in Gorhart.
Tell me about the inn.
I've worked here since I was a girl. Arnik runs an honest business, and Ugnard treats me like a daughter, though he doesn't say much. If you need a healer's touch, Katrin works out of a room upstairs. She's Alfar, but I wouldn't hold that against her.
Well, good. As a Alpha myself.
New to the area? I don't recall the last time I met someone who was unfamiliar with the Alfar. There are two groups. There used to be one, but that was many years ago. The Loselfar are cool, slightly aloof. The Dockelfar, however, are very friendly, but their charm masks a mischievous nature.
Good, I'm cool. If slightly aloof. What are the plains of Erethel?
Vast rolling hills east of here near the coast. You should head that way if you wish to join the war effort. The Alfar need all the help they can get.
Maybe later. Oh, let's check the shop out. Oh, so she's got all kinds of stuff. A nice staff, some other weapons. All very expensive, though. But that's good. I like that it gives you a reason to kind of save up your gold and use it on something interesting. And a key. Wonder what that goes to.
Nice talking to you.
All right. Nice talking to you as well. I wonder why this guy still has the question mark. Just because he's a quest giver, or is he gonna remind you where to go? Because we have the quest. And who are you?
Come in, rest your boots by the fire, and drown your worries in a flagon of our finest. I am Arnik Arduna, and this is the famous Gorhart Inn.
Let's kind of get a
Stick
better
around.
angle here so we can see this guy.
As owner
Oh,
and
good, he's one of
proprietor,
us.
I am always looking for ways to make your stay at the Gorhart Inn a pleasant one.
I don't know why I would want a room. But tell me about the inn.
Established 70 years ago by the great Alden Gorhart, this inn was the first all-main structure in all of Dalentarth. I won it from him in a game of knuckles. Dida serves the finest ales, and upstairs you'll find Katrin the healer. Here's some advice. Avoid Nanny Henry. I don't know what she's brewing in her little shack.
Already met her. What kind of training does he offer? Oh, +1 to your detect hidden skill. But, is that 15,120? Because if so, that's a lot of gold. I don't know what else that could be, so yeah, no thank you. Not today.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
You picked the wrong
I
village,
assume the healer...
friend.
Maybe health doesn't regenerate? I could have sworn I saw regenerate earlier, but... We can loot the bookshelf. I don't see a hand thing here, so I'm going to assume that's okay. Wonder if there are actual little short stories in this game like there are in Morrowind. There's another one of these little fellas. Can't tell this one a joke, though. Alright, well let's head upstairs and then I'll probably leave town and come back later. Alright, somebody's footlocker we'll leave there, somebody's desk. Looks like the healer is over here.
I am Katrin. Do you require my healing touch in mind, body, or both?
Tell me about yourself.
I am unable to watch while others suffer. Too many mortals have fallen prey to the Tuatha, and I could not stomach it. So I left my home in Rathir and travelled west. There are many Allmain villages just like this one, yearning for peace, crying out in pain. What good are my gifts if I cannot make what is broken whole again?
You think she would know how to treat a fae, but I guess it's beyond her expertise as well. Alright, tell me about the fae.
Find the fair folk if you wish to learn the ways of magic. They understand this world in a way that is hidden from mortals. You will find many fae in Dalentarth, as it is one of their ancestral homes.
Where is Dalentarth?
The forests of this region are one of the densest in all of Amalur, and the stretch from Alistar to Issa. Those of us who live in the shadow of its canopy call Dalentarth the Feylands, because this is where these fair folk have their seat of power.
And the Crystal War?
I buried everything I was when I buried my family. That is the war's legacy for many of us. That is all I have the strength to say.
Well, that's sad. Alright, what about healing?
I require a nominal fee only so I may eat and have a bed to call my own.
I guess the question's going to be, is this healing... Oh, so you can get diseases and curses. Interesting. That's cool. And rendering you immune from all diseases for a duration. Okay, that's cool. Not sure I'm going to pay 52 gold in order just to heal. But good to know that this service is available. But alright, I think that's enough exploring of the village. I'm going to end the episode here. When we come back, we'll head out into the surrounding area and try to tie up a few of these side quests. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you here in episode number 5.